Go tonight. Yeah. I haven't bugged her quite enough yet.
Well, I hope that you stay with us for quite a while longer, because you're a wonderful, enlightened being to be around.
Yeah, question.
I have one last question, and then I'll let, if Bill has a question, he can go ahead. 2012, have you been told, either by your military contacts, people in the deep black secret government, and or by your alien contacts, anything about that period of time?
It isn't the end of anything. Mm-hmm. It's the beginning. My conclusion is, and I have not been given blah, 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 this is what's going to happen. I've concluded that it involves probably major contact. I mean major. If you think the Phoenix Lights, which I'm sure you're familiar with,
sure.
You're familiar with the Hudson Valley incident some years back,
mm-hmm.
which makes the Phoenix Lights look like nothing, as I said, small potatoes. I think that these exposures, these flyovers, are going to probably gently continue to increase, and I think in 2012 somehow, I anticipate, and I hope to hang around maybe that long, if I can get my arthritis to settle down. I think it's major contact. I think we're going to have it whether we like it, whether we're ready for it or not. I think that by that time we will be so close to destroying ourselves with a thermonuclear exchange that they're going to step into the zoo and put the orangutans over here and the baboons over here and the chimps over here, and they're going to say, now look, these are some facts, guys. It's time to wake up, time to grow up. This is what Robert Heinlein called graduation day.
Has it occurred to you, I'm not sure if you've heard Dan Burrish's testimony or seen his interview. We did an interview with him in which he talks about the fact that from what he's been told, some of the aliens that have come to visit were time-traveling humans from the future. Has this entered into any of your contact experiences or knowledge that you've come across?
It's been well, how do I say this? It's been a given to me that time travel is a reality. Now, I don't know that I have been told that, but I seem to instinctively accept it and understand it, that time as we understand it, and this dimensional thing of time and space, is so primitive and so fundamental. Time is infinite, space is infinite, and time and space is connected so deeply involved together that time travel is just accepted. It's a given. Now, this primitive little society here still likes to play with the idea, make movies and all that, and tell stories and wonder. And to me, the fact that some of these dimensional people, that in itself is a form of time travel. Mm-hmm. When you come here from another dimension that is so totally different in so many respects from what we have here, you're literally coming from another time. Now, whether it's our time at another time and place, you see, we are so limited in our concept physically, in terms of physics and all, that we really can't even discuss it. We are entering the end of the great year. Now, our astronomers tell us that we're moving this little tiny solar system and all of its little pathetic little planets, even beautiful Jupiter, we're all moving in a form in the galaxy. We're on the edge and we're shipping and shifting, and we're reaching a point where we're going to be aligned somehow with the center of the galaxy. Now, don't ask me to explain how that works, but I do believe that we are completing a great year. This age of Pisces is closing. And I always felt that the beautiful young man from Galilee was part of that because he ushered it in. And I've often wondered if he might not drop back in to usher it out. And I'm not talking religion to you, I'm talking spirituality. Because that spirit, that soul, that great soul that incarnated in Galilee back then is alive and well. And I've told some of my fundamentalist friends, who think I'm cracked, that I knew him well and he was one of my closest friends and I'm looking forward to seeing him again. And they, that's almost heresy to them, But I told him, I says, don't be troubled, you're going to see him again. The same young man that walked the fields in Galilee 2,000 years ago, probably going to come back again, and you better damn well get ready.
Robert Dean, we've been incredibly grateful to have you here today, and you are really a legend in your own time among ufologists, and I wouldn't be surprised if you are a bit notorious as far as the secret government, majestic, and what did you call them? The
PI-40?
I-40. Okay.
PI-40, yeah.
PI-40. All right.
Well, who knows what goes for the name,
Sure, absolutely. Is there anything else that you want to tell us or add?
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to have shared a few things with you, and I apologize for some of the emotions. I feel very strongly about all we've been talking about. In closing, I would like to say one thing, is that I have as I said, a love-hate relationship with the human species. I have a great belief in the future of mankind. We're not a mistake. We're not an accident. None of this is an accident. That the human species, the human race, in spite of all of its orneriness, is a beautiful race. And it has a future. And that I have a deep, deep belief that in time we're going to go out there and take our rightful place where we began, our home in the stars. Garbage here. I've given you a lot of material. If within that mass of stuff I've shared, if you can find one or two items that are worth keeping, that's fine. But as I said, I have a love-hate relationship with the human species, and I just know what we could be and what we're not.